Hey there, Capricorn. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to your tarot card reading for February 2024. As you can see, these cards are rather big, so I did some pre-shuffling and set the intentions before the video, and now I'm just kind of mixing them up a bit. So I'm going to close off this reading with some guiding messages. And for those who are interested in a romantic connection, I will be doing a bonus mini love reading. So feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these cards in a better position. Okay, so Capricorn. In terms of your current self, you have the Five of Wands. Potential for future self, you have the Empress. Your ambition, you have the Emperor. Your environment, the Eight of Swords. What's been impacting your love life, the Six of Cups. What comes up for you in love, Queen of Pentacles. In terms of what's been impacting your career path, you have the Page of Swords. What shows up for you this month in your career, Five of Cups. And the key to how this month goes, you have the Death card here in the middle. So seems how this month goes has to do with things that are coming to an end. There may be loss to accept and recognize, so that acceptance of whatever is ending may open a door to something new coming in. But how you deal with death, you can see here there are different people in the card. You've got I think that's like maybe a king on the ground that's just like dead or playing dead. You've got this kind of bishop person who is pleading, negotiating with death. You've got this maiden who won't even look at death, and then there's this child here who's looking up at death with a sense of awe. So how you choose to deal with this loss, whether you accept it, you try to beg and plead that it doesn't happen, that you are in denial about it, or you just kind of say, okay, that's the end of this. What else is going to happen next? That's the key to how things go. You've got the Five of Wands here for your current self. So dealing with challenges, maybe for some of you, it's like a competition when it comes to, colleagues or the type of work that you do, minor annoyances, arguments, things like that. There is the potential for this competition to result in success for you, and possibly there's some enjoyment in keeping this competition going, or has been. In terms of the potential for your future self this month, you have the Empress. So this is a card of abundance, of creativity, a sense of nurturing yourself, being connected to your environment. So there is opportunity for you to kind of create what you want for your material world. It seems like there might be difficulties in the process, considering you have this Death card in the middle here, and in your environment you have the Eight of Swords. So it could be that people around you are feeling that they're restricted, that they're kind of stuck in a certain situation. Possibly it's the situation that you have to, kind of determine how you're going to deal with it yourself, if you're going to accept it, if you're going to fight against it or not. In terms of your ambition, though, you've got the Emperor here. So you're definitely wanting to be taking the approach of being disciplined, being in control of things, making sure you have a plan in sight, that kind of things are going according to, the rules that you set for yourself and even the goals that you set for yourself. To some degree, it may be that there's certain people around you that are kind of sensing this ambition, this sense of, maybe you are working really hard or something on something, or have been, or being very, very determined about a particular project or a way of being, and they're feeling like it's your way or the highway. So for some of you, it could be a direct result of how you're exerting your sense of kind of power or dominance or sense of tradition or how things need to be. So it may be that you might be resisting this transition, the sense of loss, because of you wanting to make sure that you're maintaining what you feel comfortable with, or what you feel you need to do to kind of keep the ambition that you've had strong. Queen of Pentacles is, kind of like energy of the Empress. Here, there's very much like mother type energy. And with the Six of Cups, it can be children type energy. So it could be, for some of you, having the potential of having children, raising children, is impacting your love life in some way. And for others of you, it's aspects of your past, perhaps, maybe how you view love relationships growing up, the ideas that you have about what that looks like. What a good relationship, helpful, loving relationship is like. And in terms of what comes up for you in love is a sense of kind of not only nurturing the connections that you have, if you're in a relationship, then kind of nurturing those things, but being true to yourself, being connected to how you're feeling, making sure that you're pampering yourself. Like with this Empress card, it's like definitely being able to take care of yourself before you can really take care of other people. So if you are in a relationship, some aspect of your past may have to do with how you take care of yourself when you are in a relationship. For others of you, it might be an honest kind of discussion of, with yourself and maybe your significant about, or even people that you want to date, about where you stand on raising children or wanting children or being a mother. And I would say I know for myself, I don't have children. I have 3 kitties that I take care of, and the past, I would say 2 months have been pretty demanding in terms of kitty medical emergencies and broken legs and recoveries of kitties. So that concept of dating and telling someone that you don't want to have kids, but are still someone that cares and can be caring and nurturing, that's kind of like a hard discussion to have. And I'm assuming for people who do want to have kids and know that that's a deal breaker, that's also a hard discussion to have when you're in the dating world. So that's kind of like what that's making me think of here. In terms of your career path, you have the Page of Swords that's been impacting your career path. It may be that for some of you, there's been some kind of delays in terms of what you're hoping to accomplish. For others of you, it might be kind of like kind of office politics and gossip that have been impacting your career path. And what comes up for you is this Five of Cups. So there's going to be some situation where you may need to deal with aspects of a past disappointment, or a situation will come up where it's going to cause some, disappointment and sadness, and needing to deal with that. It could be that, the Five of Wands here and the Five of Cups in the career path, fives kind of indicate instability. So it might be in terms of what's going on in, with your colleagues, or in your job. There's some kind of turmoil going on there. It could just be even, interpersonal conflict, and people feeling that they're not being heard, feelings being hurt, and like people talking about it. This could be a school setting. This could be office setting. But it does seem like could be a lot of conflicting information even, or it doesn't seem like intentional misinformation, but it does kind of indicate that feelings are going to be hurt. It might not be apparent to everyone that, what's really going on, but how you deal with it, how you kind of accept certain things. Maybe there is someone that, a colleague of yours that there's tensions even between the two of you, and it's like an ending of your friendship. That person might be someone who you don't feel that you can trust as much, or who didn't have your back, something along those lines. But really how you kind of move on from this or accept this loss may really kind of say whether or not this future aspect of yourself, this card of abundance and growth and kind of birthing something new and that can come your way, whether or not that is possible. So I'm going to close off this reading right here with oracle cards to offer some guiding messages for the month, and then get into the bonus reading. So here, this card says, wisdom, knowledge gained through experience or from a wise counselor. And one more. You have mouse. Can you see that? Mouse, attention to detail. So here, these cards kind of indicate the need to kind of take a step back and really pay attention to what's going on in your environment, kind of the day-to-day things that people might just gloss over and not really pay attention to, and kind of just see what's going on around you. And with this wisdom card, based on your own personal experiences, or maybe someone that you trust that you can talk to, kind of getting a sense from them. If you don't know all the information, getting some advice, or basically using what you've known from your own past, and possibly, this Six of Cups, aspects of your past, to determine what's going to happen or what is going on with the things, with what's going on around you. I would say it's kind of making me think about the fact that there are certain things that you can know, like information that you can know, like this Page of Swords. Maybe you've been researching and trying to figure out things and learn information. There's only certain things that you'll be able to know for sure. And then the rest, you kind of have to use your, knowledge about the people around you, the situation, and the probabilities of how things are going to go, the likelihood of how things are going to go, and then also your desire for how things want to go, to kind of figure out how to move forward, how to kind of deal with the unknowns there. So now for the bonus love reading for you, Capricorn. I'm going to pull 3 cards to represent what you bring to the connection, the person on your mind in terms of what they bring to the connection, and then like a general description of the two of you together, like the overall connection. So for you, you have the Four of Swords, bringing a sense of like peace, but this is peace kind of after dealing with disappointment and upset. So it's almost kind of like you needing to keep your calm, trying to keep your cool. So that's the sense I'm getting of this. Like things might frustrate you, maybe with this Emperor, maybe you've got passions that are running hot and kind of frustrated about things. But what you bring to this connection is you kind of knowing like that you need to tone down your mind and kind of keep your cool. So in terms of what they bring to the connection, they have here the Devil. So they might be someone who knows how to push your buttons. They are bringing a sense of temptation to you. Maybe to a certain degree playing with that concept of, the victim and the victimizer type of thing. And in terms of the overall description of your connection, you have the Lovers here. So to me, it's almost the Lovers and the Devil. These are really two interesting cards, especially if you deal with like the numerology of things, because the Major Arcana card of the Devil, 15, if you add the 1 and 5 together, it equals 6, which is the Major Arcana number for the Lovers. And 6 in general is harmony, balance, and a sense of kind of finding a way to seek balance when there is an imbalance in things, where there's someone who is in a superior position, there's someone in an inferior position, and then you can kind of make choices where there's equality. So there's 2 people involved in the Lovers card. In the Devil, there's 3. There's the Devil and then the 2 people chained. But it's almost like these 2 cards, it's a constant battle in terms of trying to make a decision that is for the best for you, best for you in the long term, and aligns with your best and highest good, versus decisions that are quick, easy, fueled by a desire for something that is not really going to help you. It might, resolve something right now, avoid something right now, but it's not necessarily going to resolve the issue, and it's not going to have any long-term benefit. So here I get a sense that you bring a sense of kind of calm to this connection, because there's the intention to find that center, that sense of peace and balance within yourself. What your person brings to the connection is that that temptation to kind of, they push your buttons. They might not do it intentionally. They might do it intentionally, but ultimately you two together find this place of, depending on how you communicate, there's that potential to find this place of balance and making decisions that are the best for the both of you for the long term. Whether that means staying together or not, that's for you two to decide, but there needs to be honest communications about those things. So if there's something that you're frustrated about or they're frustrated about, and neither of you bring those up to the surface, it could be that it does kind of, I want to say, like, reach a fiery point, like reaches to a point where it can't be avoided. And it's almost like this 5 of Wands, like it comes to a state of conflict before it gets addressed. And I do notice that the Devil card is your Major Arcana card. So they could be very much like you. And the aspect of the devil is, there, that concept of the things that you don't like about other people are actually aspects of ourselves that we have and we don't like in ourselves. So that I feel like they're either very much like you or can have the same tendencies as you do. And maybe they put you in the position of feeling like the victim and that they're the one in control. But I feel like these two, the Emperor and the Eight of Swords, it's like you trade off wearing those roles or wearing those hats. And to some degree, that serves as the sense of balance and harmony in your relationship. And so it'd be interesting if this is kind of aspects of your past together, because this is another card of a 6, balance and harmony, and whether or not it's speaking to your past or even decisions about, whether to have children, and discussions of the past about having children, whether those might have changed. So anyway, Capricorn, I hope this reading provides a helpful perspective of your month, and we'll see you next time. Take care.